Yesterday evening, the young candidates met with Jack at the tree tunnel, an outstanding symbol of what Ba Sai Ngam.
So I just want to tell you guys that I'm going to be with you for the next month, 31 days. I'm going to be with you every day. I've never done this before. I've never been a monk.
I wake up and you're next to my bed.
Maybe.
Wow.
But what you're going to learn over the next 31 days is as you progress into monkhood and you will become young monks. Although I won't become a monk, I will learn the same things as you do, the same wisdom. I will experience the same things. So you've got to help me learn too. Okay?
Once getting to know one another, the children proceeded to the monastery, where they will learn the way to purify one's mind, body, and soul. Jack, an eager traveler who is keen to study the Buddhist way of life, kept close company for an in-depth observation. Within the monastic ground, the group was greeted by Hunter, a psychologist and a foreign youth program coordinator.
So I was wondering about this statue, that it was built before this temple was even built and like the trees grown. Is that true?
Yeah, they put this in when they were building the temple, and it's a symbol, you know. This is an old man and he's carrying a torch, and the torch is there to help us light the way, just like us.
The party went into the monastery to offer themselves as disciples to Luang Ta Anek, the abbot, the Grand Master of the program. Along with other monks who prepared to offer the knowledge of forest monastic life. Under an outreaching branch of the banyan tree, local supporters and students from Det Udom were there to welcome the visitors. Assisted by the monk, Benno offered the Thai Buddhist bouquet, a combination of flowers, candle, and incense, as an offering to Luang Ta Anek on behalf of the group.
Ahang khamami tumhehi pime kamitapang
Kamama Pante.
Then Luang Ta Anek gave the first sermon to the young boys who soon will become novices.
มีความยินดีดีใจที่ได้ต้อนรับพวกเธอด้วยเมตตาจิตถือว่าพวกเราทุกคนที่อยู่ร่วมกันในที่นี้เป็นลูกเป็นหลานเป็นเหลนของพระพุทธพระธรรมพระสงฆ์
So we are here as relatives and family to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha.
Getting to know the kids, Luang Ta Anek asked the boys to introduce themselves and express their feelings about the monastery.
I'm 8 years old. I come from Bangkok. I like here because it's calm and nature, and in Bangkok there was a lot of coals and smoke, so here don't have smoke, so I like nature.
I think over here the situation is more peaceful, it's more calm, not like Bangkok, and it's more like my mind is like clearer.
พระอาจารย์ Sawang offered to lead the group for an introductory tour. From the old collection of photos, they learnt that this very dense greenish forest was once an arid land of earth and rock. Children eagerly asked questions about the pictures and the atmosphere of what Ba Sai Ngam.
Why is there a snake over here? And like,
The snake is the
what is
meaning.
a symbol?
It's very good symbol. Like if you not practice, you have the more kilesa, but illuminate something. They carry the koba, a clean koba. It's a koba look dangerous. If you hold, it's okay. If you not hold, maybe the stick your.
So it's like controlling the power,
Controlling the cobra.
holding the bad things away.
Right.
What is this statue called specifically? What is his name?
In Isan, they call Pukum or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Maybe you can sometimes you can call Long Ta. How
What is the purpose of this statue?
It's the symbolic to represent that statue is bringing the light here, and the light represents the energy
Yeah,
of Buddhism
something like that.
to lead the way.
So these trees are like, most of the trees are all planted. So they grow like that fast, in like 15 years.
Yeah.
So how old would you say these trees are?
Before when Long Po he came here, he just started monastery, and Long Po Cha he came here. He asked Long Po, "How is your monastery name?" And Long Po said, "Not the name yet." Then Long Po Cha looked around here. He saw some banyan tree in the top in the stone something. And Long Po Cha said, "Okay, I give you a name. Wat Pa Sai Ngam."
In the evening, children join the routine evening chant with the monks.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho.
During the chanting, the novice candidates learn to chant along with the senior monks.
Tutiyampi Mayang Phante Tisarane Nasaha Atha Silani Yachama.
At the end of the evening chant, Buddhist monks led the children to samatha, the 8 precepts, which have to be followed strictly. Samatha means to follow, and the 8 precepts are the most basic set of rules in Thai Buddhist monastic lifestyle. The main purpose is to rid oneself of defilement before the ordination.
Mala kanta vile pana tharana mandana vipusanathana veramani sikkhapathang samadhiyami. Nachakitawatitha visukhadasana malakantha virepana tharana mantana viphosanadhana veramani sikkhapathang samadhiyami.
After completion of the daily routine, Phra Ajahn Sawang divided the children into 3 groups. The names of each group were Sila, Samatha, and Panya. Phra Ajahn taught the groups how to properly prostrate in the Thai Buddhist style, along with taking Q&A session on monastic routine.
Jaden, like this.
typing.
You have to sit like this on your
Back
hunches.
straight.
Uh-huh.
Back straight.
Back
And the
straight.
distance of your
Like you're
knees
in the
have to be
army?
similar
Actually-
to your
And
shoulders.
like this.
Yes.
That's it. Okay.
Nope. No.
Almost?
Put your
Almost,
finger
right,
on your
almost.
head. Make sure your thumb's touching.
Okay, 3 times
Okay,
all
so
together.
this-
Okay, so 3 times, both of you
All together.
Okay, say no
Wait,
line.
wait.
Phra Ajahn then explained the role of Bakau, who robes himself in white to prepare for an ordination.
You know is how long for the Phakao practice?
Normally, when you want to ordain in really like novice, you need
Before
at least 6 months to train, because not very easy and simple for you to come and become useful and familiar with the what we call regulations and rules. Okay. Walk, when you walk, follow the monk. You don't go beyond. Okay. You don't go beyond.
You go next to
You're
them.
just next to them or behind them. And then when you keep your eyes on the food, if it's getting full, you can go and take the food and then
What
get
if
back
you're
to it.
going to one of them at the front, one of the front ones?
Yeah, the front one and then the second in order.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. Maybe one of you keep in the first one and another one of you keep the second one.
Andrew was given an opportunity by Pra Ajahn to ask the children what they've learned. Obviously, their answers were varied by their interest.
Artie, what was the most interesting thing about today?
We go Bintabat.
In the morning?
Yes.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Was it
was
difficult?
Fun. No, it was fun walking.
Okay, good, good. Trevor, what's the most interesting thing about today?
In the book, I was reading it, and then I found out how the Buddha wanted to be a monk, and how he started to be a monk, and all about that.
You found that really interesting?
Yeah.
Finally, Andrew asked the children on the application of today's lesson. Should they overcome the obstacle in the future?
It's a good answer. Rio, what are you going to do once you leave the monkhood? No, I'm talking about the knowledge. I'm not talking about you eating a lot or sleeping in. It's about the knowledge that you've got from it. Yes, you can, Vincent, but let's hear Leo first.
To use the knowledge on yourself, and probably I'll teach my sister about it, because she can't really be a monk, but she can
Great.
Yeah.
Good. She can be a nun.
Yeah.
She can be a nun, a Buddhist nun.
These activities and events merely mark the beginning of understanding Buddhist doctrine. Learning and living in a strict practice from the way of Lord Buddha help develop oneself for future growth. The new dawn, the week of Dharma's learning. For 12 candidates, the morning chant began before daybreak. The morning chant is a daily activity of the Buddhist monk. Bali is recited in a simple tone, describing the triple gems and the noble truth, and how the truth of life occurs in the midst of suffering. The chant reflects the Buddha's teaching about the profound truth of a life filled with suffering, the cause and the way to cease it.
Now let us make the four boundless qualities shine forth. I will abide, pervading 1/4 with a heart imbued with loving kindness. Likewise a second, likewise a third, likewise a fourth. So above and below, around and everywhere, and to all as to myself, I will abide, pervading the all-encompassing world with a heart imbued with loving kindness.
After the morning chant, 12 young Pakao assisted Pra Ajahn in the alms receiving. Serving the senior monk is a common practice of Wat Nong Ba Pong. It is the duty of the Pakao to express their gratitude by offering help in the daily routine. Besides serving as a source of merit-making, 3 kilometers of the alms-receiving route also provides the monastic community members with daily exercise. Morning alms is one of the routines for many Thai Buddhists. The locals wake up early and prepare food for families. Some will be saved for the monks and novices who arrive in the early morning. Such activity reflects the daily life of social dependency. Many Thais also believe that making merit at dawn is considered to be a good start for the day. This morning, people from all ages are waiting for the morning alms. However, the villagers are not only preparing for the Sangha, but also for the boys. This activity reflects generosity and kindness to the young newcomers. This morning, Andrew and Jack came for merit making and food preparation for the Bakau. Following the practice of Wat Nong Ba Pong, junior members of the monastery often wait at the entrance and offer to clean the feet of their senior. On this morning, Ajahn kindly acts as an example to Bakau by giving them the opportunity to wash the feet of the senior monks. Then the children, along with Jack and lay women, eagerly helped in sorting the food from almsgiving before giving them to the Sangha. Pa Auk, layman, and Me Auk, laywoman, are local words which mean supporters of the monks and novices. After alms sorting, Pra Ajahn taught them the proper way to offer food to the monks. Brakken means respectful offering of something to the Sangha. This practice is deemed necessary since the monks abide by the 227 precepts, one of which prohibits a monk from taking an item without being offered. Pra Ajahn taught the children about the term kappiya, an offering of vegetables and fruits with growable seeds.
Okay, now this one you put it down first. I'm gonna ask you kappi yang kalohi, and then you reply kappi yang pante to me, while you we told you before, right? So kappi yang kalohi. Yep, that's it. And then you offer them to me.
Yes.
Like that. Perfect. Yeah.
According to the Vinaya, Buddhist monks are not allowed to remove the leaf, cut down trees, or harvest fruits that can still be planted. Therefore, Gapaya means to verify that these fruits or vegetables are permitted to the Sangha for consumption. This practice is strictly observed by the forest-dwelling monks. Today's morning routine comprised of only a small detail. All 12 Bakau will have a lot more to learn in the weeks to come. Today was the first day that all the children had their meal in the same place with Pra'ajan and the preceptors. Before eating, Pra'ajan kindly reminded the children to be conscious and be aware of the consumption at all times. They have to be mindful when they are eating.
We have to be thankful for the food that people offer. You notice every morning, all the Prajans went out to village to see villagers. They were waiting for monks early morning. They had to be ready before monks come. They have to wake up earlier to prepare food for monks. It could be like 4 o'clock in the morning. By the time we were chanting, people preparing food for us, we have to be thankful to them. They offer, then they also pay respect. We have to think, we have to observe, we have to notice what are the reasons behind the respect. So I hope that you would have the food in front of you respectively and be mindful when you eat and try to finish all of them. So for this morning, if you cannot finish, we have to consider for the next meal.
According to the practice of a forest monk, taking and having food will be done in order of seniority. Therefore, when children take their food, they have to wait until Pra'ajan and preceptors start eating. The next practice for the novice-to-be is washing the bowl after having the meal. Pra'ajan kindly teaches them how to wash their own food containers. Those who finish first can volunteer to help the others wash it. Pra'ajan teaches them how to wash the bowl.
You choose before washing.
Wash this inside too.
Yes.
It will be dirty.
Okay. Will you put in water or and put? You have rice, yeah? Rice and put all the bucket.
After washing the bowl, they wipe and dry it to prevent it from tarnishing. When the time came to learn the next activity, Pra'ajan gave them notebooks to write down their thoughts, knowledges, feelings, and self-inspection. พระอาจารย์ asked them to take note of their personal habits.
When you are at your home or in your schools, have you ever written down diary every day? Who write down diary every day before you sleep? Okay, Beno.
Go in another place, or if someone comes here and we write what they tell us down, so it's called สมุดบันทึก
Can you tell me how is it useful for yourself?
It's useful because when you finish being a monk, you can take it home and you can show your parents what you learned.
Okay, Trevor. Can you join your palms for you?
It can tell you that what have you been doing in the future by reading it. So if you wrote a letter in 1995 and then you come and read it in 2018,
yes.
It will tell you what you were like when you were then.
Okay.
It will tell you what you did.
พระอาจารย์ asked all the children to write their names on the cover and decorate it any way they wanted to. Then Pra Ajahn began the next lesson on paying homage. It's an important practice that monks and novices need to practice until it's done correctly.
So if you want to be a monk or novice, you must prepare your heart. I want to be king, okay?
Those who want to ordain must be able to recite the Ordination Chant, which starts with the word ukasa. Pra Ajahn asked for volunteers to recite the ukasa verse.
The one that starts with ukasa, you got it? You've been through it? Can any one of you finish that? Or can any one of you chant that? You want to try? Yeah, or everybody help together. We'll try. Ukasa. You got a book with you?
Ukasa wantami phante saphang aparatang kamathame phante maya katang punyang samina anumoditaphang samina katang punyang maihang thataphang sadhu sadhu anumothami.
Very good, very good.
Sitting with legs folded back to one side and sitting in meditation are basic for monks. Pra Ajahn demonstrated and all the children followed. Many of them still cannot do it right, so Pra Ajahn asked some of them who can sit properly to show the others.
DJ, can you come at front and show your friends how to sit full lotus? So how do you do it?
See? Okay, good.
Oh, wow.
That's when Trevor did this, and I tried like that to lift myself. Then I tried doing like this.
The 5-point prostration is the posture in which 5 parts of the body touch the floor, including both knees, hands, and forehead. This shows the highest respect for venerated persons.
So we bow to Buddha because he is a teacher who showed us the path to the Dhamma, and the Dhamma that which he announced to all of us, to the world, that which is good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good at last. So that's why we bow to the Dhamma. And the Sangha is who practice the way that showed by the Buddha.
The details that Pra Ajahn kindly trained the children to practice are part of the proper manner of Buddhist monks, which all of them should consistently practice. The next thing that the children learned was walking meditation. Pra Ajahn explained the benefits of walking meditation, which include the development of mind, consciousness, and the body. Before the evening ends, Pra Ajahn reminds the children to understand the importance of practicing, while understanding the meaning.
Morning chanting, evening chanting, and the rest of the chants is all about the Buddha teachings. And actually there's translations. If it's like, Buddha teaching is already translated in English. You may not get the Pali ones, but you can read up on the translation. And you will get to know what the Buddha teachings.
The preparation for the ordination of the 12 children proceeds towards the goal of molding these youths to live a good life in the future while performing good deeds. The learning process is the time when the candidates spend time learning, developing, and enhancing skills, including body, mind, as well as creative thinking. Then the learning experience shall become a knowledge, morality, and personality when they grow up. This afternoon, Hunter took all 12 brothers to learn in the nature and also introduced them Mr. Thamasak Lupua Pitakun, a Thai artist and organic farmer. Thamasak narrated his own story and the impression of having opportunity to visit Wat Pasai Ngam to the children.
I used to be in the band, music band.
You already told us.
Yes, I did. And at the moment, I'm doing an organic farm in Bangkok. When I come here to this temple, I just found like amazing stuff along the way when I come. I see like the nature, the true nature, all the stuff that in the ground, all the stuff that intentionally created by Luang Ta, the monk here. And it really amazed me very much.
After that, Thamasak explained to the children about the first activity, creating leaf frame, which they will learn this afternoon.
I'm just going to let you do some art piece that later on, after you finish the art piece, you come out and show your piece, and then you tell me what have you been learning by the art piece you made. Because drawing is too easy, it's just like that.
Drawing's too hard.
And now, the thing is, we're in the nature, and you guys have been learning the nature.
After explaining, the children had the opportunity to find a partner randomly. Then it's time for all children to create their own natural artwork. While creating their artwork, Hunter also assisted the children along the way. Having created their work for a while, Thamasak started asking some children about the concept of their work.
In the morning, I played and it turned really hot, and dead leaf, so I say like this is like the difficulties when meditating. but like in the difficulties, there's always like a hope, and so I make the seed like coming down and growing a bit
Okay,
fast.
and growing again.
Yeah.
Wow. So these seeds are you?
No, it hurts.
Oh, it hurts? Wow. Really creative.
Really creative.
Really creative.
Later, the children moved into the pavilions and used their creativity on the diary covers.
Okay, for instance, the normal notebook you just start drawing from here because you open it that way, right? But somebody always draw here and also here. And they turn the page like this, turn the book upside down, and then they start drawing again. So they have both sides, this side or this side. Anything that's reflect yourself, and the material is there, the color is there, and there you go. You guys can start.
All 12 children then started painting on the cover of their diaries.
It's really cool how you like make the piece first and then stick them on.
I accidentally put yellow with blue. What will it make now? Oh
Yes?
no, I accidentally make green color sea.
Green color seed? Sea.
Ocean.
Oh. But sometimes ocean looks a bit green.
But it looks weird.
It doesn't look weird.
I accidentally did this.
From here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool. And this one, how it curls, really nice, right?
Yes.
How did you stick it there? Glue?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's messed up. The house is messed
It
up.
doesn't mess up. I can know that it's a house.
Yeah.
Easily noticed. Because you know why? It's natural.
It's so good.
Mm.
After finishing all their works, Mr. Thomasak gave all the children opportunity to come out and present their works.
I use triangles, blue triangles, because blue is my favorite color.
Yes.
And it makes it calm, and the triangle is one of the strongest shape.
Okay.
I choose to draw this is because at home I sometimes go out and play with my brother, and sometimes we play football and all that thing. And I use only nature because I want to try and cut things out and stick them on, not just drawing because drawing is too easy.
So this shows the Buddha meditating in many different seasons and environments.
Oh, wow.
It shows that he could calm his mind in many places.
Oh.
After the learning process and the afternoon finished, Mr. Thomasak and all the children thanked each other.
I want to say thank you, and everybody have done a really good job. Really, really good job. And I hope to see you guys again.
Can we
Okay.
say, everybody say thank you, oh?
Thank you all.
Thank you, thank you. สวัสดีครับ
Wait,
Giving children opportunity to use imagination to create artwork can develop concentration, positive mindset, and positive emotion for children. It also builds confidence and self-respect, which are important fundamentals for socializing with others. The activity all children learn this afternoon shall be gradual experience to enhance skills, confidence, and gradually solve the problem for all 12 boys.